My name is Chanel Ayana, and I'm 29 years old. And for this body, it's silicone or go home. I'm not messing with no saline. It's not my thing. I don't like it. It just doesn't feel good. They're not so squishy. When I was in high school, I was very, very skinny. And I wanted to have that Coke bottle shape like all the other women had. So, of course, that is what made me say, okay, I'm gonna be super popping. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna get this body. And every day I will be walking past this club and I'm like, dang, what's going on in there? These girls that are always coming outside are getting in these Mercedes and these nice cars. So I called and they told me, they're like, when you turn 18, you can show us what you got. And if we like you, we'll offer you a job. So I get to the club at 11:30. It's about to be my 18th birthday in half an hour. And as soon as the clock struck 12 a.m., I went and did my thing and I got hired. Ever since then, I've just been an exotic dancer. So I made all this money on stage. I'm like, whoa, I'm ready to cash out. For plastic surgery, I've traveled around the world and I had 3 nose jobs, 3 breast augmentations. I got an areola reduction, buccal fat removal, fat transfer, which everybody calls a BBL. I get Botox every 3 months. I get my lips done every 4 months or so. But right now, I'm unhappy with my breasts. My areolas are like 2 different shapes. And I want bigger silicone implants. Being an exotic dancer, that's what they're looking for. The bigger the boobs, the bigger the bank. But they don't make silicone implants bigger than the ones that I already have. 800 cc's. So Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow, I'm on my way. I need you guys to do what y'all do best and create these 1500 cc silicone implants.
I got that magic. Can't nobody do it like this. I make it happen.
At this point in my career, I make so much money being an exotic dancer and as a model and influencer.
So I'm gonna take this video. I feel like
it's gonna go like viral on Instagram.
Right.
I started doing Instagram before it was like the thing to do. Some people, they might say, oh, ew, I don't like how that looks. But this body is paid in full and it brings in the profits, period.
What kind of stuff are you guys posting?
Like I take pictures with my phone on the floor and I'll stand over it.
I like that.
Yeah, they like it. There's this selfie that I take. I like it. I call it the butt selfie. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. When you put the phone on the floor and you stand over it, it gives like this crazy angle as if like someone's laying down and looking up and your butt is just massive.
Oh my God, this looks so good.
And it gets a lot of views. Major, it goes viral.
I feel like they don't even care about my face anymore. I posted a picture of my selfie. They was like, bitch, show your ass again.
I love making content with Chanel because of the money. Like,
Yeah, I always make a big bag when I'm making content with Chanel. The biggest bag.
And she's crazy and wild. She's shaking her butt. She's
Yeah, positive energy only. I love it.
Let's get in the water.
Oh yeah, it's hot.
So, pregnant wife. Do we have a name or are we working on that? Paulina. Really?
I have 3 boys, right? You know I wanted to name one of them Paul.
Paulina? It's one thing to name your son after you, but your daughter?
Her family is saying no.
Not set in stone.
You know, it's not set, you know.
What's
don't
second
name her
choice?
Paulina. I don't know.
We must have 2, 3.
Brittany's middle name is Nicole.
Why do you have to name the child after yourselves? Why don't you wait till the baby comes out? And as you're pulling the baby out, if it has a hairy back, Paulina. If I were Paul, I wouldn't name my daughter Paulina because it may increase the chances that she looks like him and not Brittany. And that's not good. You know, people who have big social media followings, they're based on something, right?
Yes.
This person is named Chanel. Her entire social media presence is based on the plastic surgery that she's had. So here's her breasts, irregular shaped areolas.
So she wants you to improve her breast area.
I think it's mainly the breasts.
Can you please send in Chanel?
Chanel.
Oh my God.
How are you?
I'm so excited.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Nassif.
I have so much faith in Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow. I need them to create these 1,500 cc silicone implants. All they need to do is like the research and the little study, and it's done.
Your main thing is Instagram, right? Photos, right?
Yes.
I know it's engagement and followers. How many do you have?
I had 1.2 million followers, but
Wow.
my page got disabled.
Was there nudity?
No.
Don't
how do
lie,
you-
Chanel.
No,
You're
there's
naughty.
no nude. It's no
There was some
nude.
naughtiness.
Naughty up
Maybe
there.
that's
Just like a
like-
front view where her kind of like her badge is. That's
Now we get it.
It's a shame. A little bit of vag can take you far or bring you back.
So, what is going on with your breasts? What's the first thing you
Okay,
have?
from the very beginning was my first boob job when I was 19 in Beverly Hills.
What size implants did you start with?
550.
Okay, pretty big.
Pretty small.
Oh,
Yeah. So then I got my second breast augmentation in Bolivia.
okay. Why?
Why not?
Nothing wrong with Bolivia, but I mean, why?
Because I just like to travel.
And what size did you
I
put in?
did 700.
150 bigger? 150 cc increase is like, 10 tablespoons.
I know. I thought it would be major, and it wasn't major.
Who's flying to Bolivia for 10 tablespoons of silicone? It's like going from Los Angeles to New York for a cup of tea.
After that, I did my breasts again, and I did 800
Where'd you do that?
in Colombia. So
You went up 100 cc's.
I just had to see, like, maybe I'll be satisfied.
Were you?
No.
Okay.
And then just over the years, it just looks like my areolas are two different shapes, which is so embarrassing.
Right.
And I want them done again. I need hella more.
Well, how can you get bigger than 800 cc's?
You can make them.
Make big silicone
guys
implants.
do have-
Yes,
connection.
you guys have the connection.
Okay, so do me a favor. First thing I want you to do is put your hands on your hips and push. Okay, so you're under the muscle.
Is that what you did on your Instagram post?
Do you do that on your
Trouble.
Instagram?
No, I do it in the club though.
All right. Well, the good news is you're under the muscle.
Yeah.
And that's where you want to be to help to prevent hardening and changes in the position. So that's
Right.
good. But we do notice this little dent in here.
It's like a little bubble.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You know what it is?
No.
It's the implant. Can you hand me that implant? Feel that.
Yes, it feels like just like that.
That's exactly what it is. It's a little bit thin there, so you can feel the implant through the skin. That's a pressure phenomenon. That's actually called pressure atrophy. The more it pushes, the thinner the tissue gets. And at some point, if it's too big, it gets so thin that the implant can show through, can expose. The best thing is to take them out for a while and let them breathe and give it a rest. If you do that, whoa.
You want me to be homeless?
No chance, right? Okay, I didn't expect that reaction, by the way. Now, you're opposed to saline, and you can't get, and forget about it, getting larger silicone implants.
You can't make them.
I don't make implants. I'm a plastic surgeon. I'm not an implant
can't
manufacturer. They would say, yeah, no. Literally, there'd be two words, yeah, no. No implant manufacturers make implants greater than 800 cc's. Although you can overfill a saline implant, if you go more than 10% over that, you lose the warranty and it's actually dangerous. Thankfully, there's no black market silicone implants made over 800 cc's, so we don't have to worry about that disaster happening anytime soon.
Okay, so when are they gonna make it?
Never, because the FDA approves implants based on their safety profile. The other thing is your areolas are uneven. You can make them both smaller and more symmetrical. The problem with doing that is your breast implants are big. And if you shrink down the areola by cutting some areolar tissue out, it's gonna make everything tighter. And then you have such invisible incisions now that I couldn't even see them in the picture. What if they turn really visible, dark, ropey scars? What do you think?
Since you already have some potential complications, especially with that thinning, you're gonna make that worse. The risk is so much greater than the benefit from this.
So it's pretty risky.
Yeah.
I kind of have to just accept it for what it is because at the end of the day, I have to be safe and I don't want anything to happen. So I'm gonna just deal with it.
I feel our job is done here. I think we've done a good job.
Now we can teach you guys how to do a proper selfie.
Oh, yeah.
A butt selfie.
A butt selfie? I gotta see his butt on Instagram. Ay. Ready?
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
You look like you're gonna take a poop.
Wait, here.
You know, what can I say? Every selfie that Terry takes is an ass selfie. Look at him. He looks like an ass.